Frankie Muniz, when the return of the Surreal Life was announced, I was so thrilled to see your name among the cast. It was a little surprising. What was your initial reaction when you were approached about doing the show, and what ultimately made you say yes?
So I definitely watched the show when it was originally on in the early 2000s. It was really the first kind of celebrity based, putting them in a house, 24/7 cameras, putting people out of their comfort zone. And I think that you get to see celebrities in a light that you wouldn't normally, you see people in an interview, you see them as a character, or see them on stage. It's different than like living with someone. In that same sense, it frightened the heck out of me because you don't know what to expect. I didn't know who the roommates were going to be. Dennis, I think, is one of the most emotional, but he's so guarded. Like he puts on this really tough exterior, but every once in a while he would open up a little bit and you'd get to kind of see, why he's Dennis, why he's, acts the way he does and all that kind of stuff. And me and him ended up in the end having a pretty cool bond, which I definitely didn't expect, entering. In the beginning, like I was like, that guy, he does not like me. You know what I mean? But by the end, me and him had a cool little bond.
Well, the end of the teaser, you mentioned that everyone sees Dennis's dong. What can you tease about that moment? Is Dennis a nudist in the house?
I'll say this. Me knowing that cameras are around 24/7, you know what I mean? You kind of forget, but at the same time, I'm like, I think it was just so shocking. It's one thing to like sleep naked, but to like walk in the hallways, and I'm unfortunately like Dennis Rodman dong height, you know what I mean? So I saw way too much Dennis Rodman dong, but we even made a song about Dennis Rodman's dong. So I hope that makes the show because it was really funny.
Oh my God, yes, that needs to be released on Spotify
Oh,
for
it'd be
sure.
number one, 100%.
Yeah. Now you were mentioning that, reality TV is a forum for fans to get to know people in a different way. What sides of yourself are you excited for your fans, the ones who have followed you since Malcolm in the Middle, to get to know by watching you on The Surreal Life?
I don't know because I'm just me, right? So like I know that I do interviews, people have seen me like that, but to really see me in like a living situation and see my personality in good times and bad times and uncomfortable times, I think there's no option but for everybody in the end or by the end to show their true authentic self. And I know I could leave the house and know that I'm happy with the person that I was in the house, which is the person that I am. You know what I mean? And I don't know, also, maybe I was going to say this, that everybody else could say that same thing. Maybe they've reflected on it and they think differently, like, oh, I should have handled that differently. You know what I mean? Because they learn from the experience too. So I think that's part of the fun of it. You know what I mean? Is it's not just you. It's not just your show. You had 8 roommates that we all had to work together, to make the living situation good or bad. And there was conflict and there was things that were resolved, which was great. And I don't know, I'm excited to watch it though. I'll say that.